So, good morning, class. Let us have a prayer before we start our lesson. So, I call Hanayan Mary Joy. Let's start prayer now. So, once again, good morning, class. Is everybody doing fine today? So, before that, I will checking your attendance. Catherine Cordero, Hanayan Mary Joy, I also present. Ragay John Edgar, Tuayon Albert. So, there's a absent for today or so okay. Let us let us start our discussing. So now we're going to have a quick review on what our topic is in our last discussion. So can you Alberto Ayon, what is all about the topic last meeting that I will discussing? So okay, it is all about linear functions. So thank you so much for answering. Since you still remember the lesson last meeting, the I will call Ma'am Catherine Cordero. So okay, that's good. Let us start the who is the objectives. Can you read Ragay Jan Edgar? Okay. So, okay. So letters are generally variables in word problems. For instance, a motion problem normally uses to represent time and D to represent distance. One variable in such problems is a function of the other, or simplify, one variable depends on the value of the other. It's a consider a distance problem. The distance that a certain moving covers can be expressed as a linear function of the time it travels. The formula for distance is given as d equals rt. So where d is distance, r is rate or speed then, and t is time. Suppose a body or an object is traveling at a constant rate or speed. The distance it covers depends on the it takes to cover time. Then distance is the dependent variable, while time is the independent variable. An independent variable is the variable that you can manipulate as assigned values. So, ang dependent variable is the variable whose value changes as the value of the independent variable changes. Independent and dependent variables can be interpreted and analyzed as a cause and effect relationship. There are relationship, then independent variable cause, then the up down is the dependent variable is effect. There are the example number 1. So you can see that there are example number 1. So ang company found out that the equipment they are using is valued at 15,000 pesos in 2 years and at 3,000 pesos in 10 years. If the value P in pesos is a linear function of the times T, then what is the formula for this function? And what would be the value of the equipment after 5 years? So there are solution of this. Since the value P is determined by time T, P is the dependent variable and T is the independent variable. So the ordered pairs are T and P. Then it is given that the amount of the equipment will be the 15,000 pesos in 2 years. Then D that F will be the 3,000 pesos in 10 years. It could be rated as 2,000, 5,000, and 10,000, 300,000. Which these values determine the equation by using the two-point form. So there are solution of P minus 3,000 equals 15,000 minus 3,000 then over 2 minus 10. The power of T minus 10, then P minus 3,000 equals 12,000 then over negative 8, then the power of T minus 10, then P minus 3,000 equals negative 15,000 in the power of T minus 10, then P equals 3,000 equals negative 10 and negative 15,000 T plus 15,000. Then the breakdown of P equals negative 15,000 T plus 1,000 15,000 plus 3,000, then P equals negative 10 thousand T plus 18,000. So there's some example of this. So there are another. So using the function, determine the value of the equipment after 5 years. Then substitute substitute T equals 5 in the equation. Then P equals negative 15,000 T plus 18,000. So P equals negative 15,000, then equals 5 plus 18,000. Then P equals negative 75,000 plus 18,000. Then the equals, the answer is 1,000, 1,500. So this is the example of this solution. Hence the equipment is valued at P 10,500 pesos after 5 years. So there are example number 2. Can you read? To Ayon Albert. So what is solution of this, Albert, to Ayon? If you if you still I will discuss in example number 1. So okay, very good to Ayon, Albert. So their solution, let B represent the number of bags produced and C represent the cost. For B bags produced, the students should have to pay the maker. Then C equals, this is the answer of this. C equals 1,000, 150 B plus 1,000. The formula of this. Okay. So for now, let us share your own thoughts about independent variable and dependent variable, and what is the easiest way to understand independent and dependent variables. So I'll just call, this is the oral. Raga Jan Edgar. This is the oral. I will call the two person only. It's okay if you are already or this one. Okay, sir. Okay, class. So, okay, very good, John Edgar. So, another additional who wants to answer the another additional. So, yes, Hanayan Mary Joy. Say, okay, good, Hanayan Mary Joy. It's very good. So, there are other the activity of this. So, I will give you a short quiz to test your knowledge. So, please get one-fourth sheet of paper and answer the following questions. So, number one, in your own word on what is independence variable and dependent variable, then number two, triangle has a base of 12 centimeter express its area as a linear function or height. So what is solution and explain? So okay, John Edgar. Okay, very good, Raga John Edgar. So what the number two? Yes, Catherine Cordero. So okay, very good, Catherine Corderos. So there are going to have the assignment. So for your assignment, kindly research about applications of linear functions simple. This will be your next topic, so it is recommended to read in advance to have an overview of the next topic. So that is all for today, class. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you learned something and see you next meeting and goodbye.